Hey guys, welcome to the Melbourne Museum, located in the heart of Melbourne. The Melbourne Museum provides an abundance of opportunities for student learning, making it the optimal destination for your primary school excursion.
The Melbourne Museum engages students developing their scientific interest and willingness to explore. The exhibitions that we will visit today help students' understanding of the nature of living things and gives them the opportunity to see firsthand how science and nature interact.
In addressing the aims of the Australian science curriculum, the Melbourne Museum offers a variety of historical and cultural contributions to science. The addition of the Bunjalaka exhibition further allows students to be informed of a culture potentially different from their own, as well as meeting the cross-curricular priority of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander education. Follow us!
Making it an even more appealing destination for a variety of schools, the Melbourne Museum is easily accessible via public transport, as well as being bus-friendly for private school charters.
The accessibility of the museum is extended to those who require wheelchairs or mobility scooters, which can be hired there and used throughout via the ramps, accessible lifts and toilet facilities.
For those who require assisted listening, there are hearing loops in a number of spaces. The exhibitions also provide a number of tactile components for those who are blind or have low vision needs, as well as welcoming any required service animals.
The museum prides itself on being an autism-friendly museum, with a map of high and low sensory spaces, offering quiet times and an opportunity to avoid queues.
The Australian science curriculum rationale explicitly states that science education provides an empirical way of answering interesting and important questions. The Melbourne Museum prompts students to develop their questioning and curiosity of the natural world and living things around them that they would otherwise have limited exposure to within the walls of the classroom.
It is stated that science aims to understand a large number of observations in terms of much smaller numbers of broad principles. The Melbourne Museum shapes these broad scientific concepts of living things, their needs and their challenges into student-centred interactives.
The curriculum suggests students should experience the joy of scientific discovery and nurture their natural curiosity about the world around them. By going to the Melbourne Museum, educators allow students to put this curiosity and level of inquiry into action.
The museum offers a range of different and exciting exhibitions that allow students to engage with the diversity of science learning and understanding, exploring scientific literacy through the senses, something that the classroom just cannot provide.
The Wild Exhibition Gallery exposes students to over 600 mammals, birds and reptiles from all around the globe. Here, they are able to learn about Victoria's biodiversity through the interactive elements of the Alps, wetlands, grasslands and dry forests.
Students can be introduced to the cross-curriculum priority of sustainability as they investigate Victorian habitats as well as how animals are affected by not only climate change but the impacts of human activity, and find out what they can do to protect them and help.
Students will be able to develop the ability to compare the needs of different plants and animals, addressing this scientific concept within the biological sciences of the Australian curriculum.
The Wild exhibition further meets the Victorian Essential Learning Standards, allowing students to use their senses to explore the world around them with a focus on living things and their needs.
Another exhibition that incorporates student learning about biological sciences is the Forest Gallery. The Forest Gallery is home to Victoria's mountain landscapes complete with tall eucalyptus, ferns, rare plants and wildlife.
Students can follow the pathway to discover how water shapes the landscape as well as take a close-up view of small fish, frogs and skinks.
Linking back to the Australian curriculum and biological sciences, foundation students can develop recognition of the needs of living things with a focus on plants and animals. They can do this through the classification of insects, frogs, and eucalyptus leaves, and investigate how their characteristics and basic needs help them to survive in the forest.
The Forest Gallery further gives way to an introduction of Aboriginal people and their view of the life cycles of plants and animals. Through their understanding of the seasons, how birds nest, how flowers bloom and how berries ripen, Students are invited to consider the diversity of how we think of nature and living things.
Now, it's not just enough to take your foundation students to the museum without a little preparation. In fact, research suggests that a visit to the museum will be of greater success if pre-visit preparation takes place.
This may include pre-visit lessons, orientations, and assessment of students' prior knowledge before going. Through this, teachers can plan and prepare the concepts students will be investigating.
Theory supports the idea that effective learning is a social process, where curiosity is encouraged and some student choice and control over their learning experiences is taken into account. For this reason, the museum experience should be learner-centred, where cooperative small groups should be utilised.
Teachers should encourage students to talk and share ideas about what they're seeing, what they're hearing and touching. They should also be encouraged to ask lots of questions.
Important pedagogical practices to take into account include ensuring teachers' familiarity with the museum site and allowing both physical and mental rest for students throughout this excursion.
The Melbourne Museum provides ample opportunities for students to develop, practice, and refine their science processing skills.
Targeting the skills of questioning and predicting, students can formulate scientific questions and make observations on the needs of the plants seen throughout the forest gallery.
The Wild exhibition offers information about how living things are affected by climate and human activity. Using this information, students can propose and consider ideas for conservation, enhancing their skills of planning and conducting, allowing for future classroom investigation.
Within all exhibitions, students are exposed to a variety of multimodal resources and technologies, which enable them to process and analyse information and data easily and effectively.
In cohesion with Gardner's multiple intelligence theory, the Melbourne Museum caters for the many different ways students process information. Exhibitions cater for all students' needs, promoting inclusivity and increased engagement when learning about living things.
For example, EALD students are given access to a range of different forms of information for ease in consolidation and process of information. Glossaries, additional audio, videos, quizzes, images and models to accompany the written text for assistance in understanding the biological science concepts.
The Melbourne Museum offers so many amazing exhibitions where students can see firsthand nature flourishing and the importance of providing living things with their basic needs.
An excursion to the Melbourne Museum enables all students to construct meaning and knowledge in a fun, engaging and interactive way. Okay teachers, it's really as simple as navigating your way to the Melbourne Museum website. From here, scroll through an abundance of valuable educational and teaching resources for pre, during and post your visit. Simply search for education bookings on the website through the search tab. This will take you to an education booking site with all the information you need. The website even categorises the tours and exhibitions by age and stage of development, providing teachers with an easy way to find the right learning experience for your foundation classes. For example, here is some more information about the Forest Gallery exhibition you learn about today. It really could not be easier. So what are you waiting for? Book now.